to episode 27 of the Brick Clubhouse. I'm your host, Chris, and I'm joined, as always, by Evan. Hello, Evan.
Hello, Chris.
Welcome back to the show tonight.
Welcome back to my own house.
Yeah, here we are. As always, when we get back to my house, we were just talking about that.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Video may be coming.
Yeah.
But I do, before we get too far into tonight's topic, I do want to thank Bricks and Minifigs San Diego North for helping make all this happen. Your favorite place to shop for Lego. Do all your Lego shopping there.
Yeah.
We got you covered. It's been interesting. We've been seeing a lot of new people lately.
Oh, good.
In the store.
Good.
Which is super fun. And explaining to them, yeah, we have bulk tables, we have minifigures, you can build your own minifigures.
We have a rad podcast.
Yeah, we have a rad podcast.
We got a rad new employee.
We do have a new
Shout out
employee
Sterling.
that started today. Yeah,
My guy.
I'm super excited to have him on the team. And maybe we'll get him on the show one night.
Oh, that'd be fun. Hey, yeah, but for those of you that listened to our episode about my groomsmen minifigure project, Sterling was a groomsman at my wedding. So if you happen to be in the store and see a guy named Sterling, you can ask him, hey, I heard about the groomsmen gifts. What was that like for you to receive it? And he can tell you all about how he got mad at me for choosing his accessories.
Which ones were, what
No,
did
I
he
gave
have?
him a cello, a pair of
Oh, yeah.
chopsticks, and a piece of sushi.
All
and
right.
he laughed. That was funny. Yeah, it was great. He loved them. He just gave me a hard time.
Yeah, I can understand. But I do want to put out an apology for last week's episode. The audio just wasn't up to our standards. I don't know what happened, but the recording...
I don't know what happened, but I do know that it was
Just-
Chris's fault.
No, I'll take the blame. I'm sitting at the soundboard.
Notice
But
how
for-
that never happened when I was doing the soundboard.
Yeah, we can switch back anytime.
It's okay.
All I know is it was echoey, and I tried everything I knew how to do to get the echo out, short of hiring a real sound person.
He tried to use AI. He tried to do all
Yeah.
of it.
None of it. So this week, though, we did a test before, and it was all good, other than you doing ASMR into the microphone.
Yeah, I was eating a piece of celery in the microphone. Do you remember that one time when we tried to build a set while we did the podcast, and you built 5 steps?
Yeah. But that pretty much sums up, like, anytime we get together and build Lego.
I think
Like-
I built the 3 Animal Crossing set.
The other day I was thinking, for those who don't know, we used to get together once a week to build my backlog of sets.
Mm-hmm.
And it dawned on me, in the months that we were doing that, we only got 2.5 sets built.
You did the natural history, but that took a lot of outside. I did your blacksmith shop, and
Yeah.
then Bailey built like half of the
The
bookstore.
bookshop at some point. Maybe we'll do that again.
I also built the modular Lego store too.
Sorry for the audio, everyone. And we won't do ASMR. We'll see. Maybe at the end of one episode, we can do that
No,
stuff. So we'll do better this week. Fingers crossed. Knock on the table. Not that anyone could hear.
This beautiful people.
But it is time to talk a little bit of Lego this week.
Yeah.
And we did tell our audience we were going to do the Winter Village draft this week. But I think we're going to push it off one more week because I haven't started putting my Winter Village together yet.
Yeah.
It's on my schedule for this weekend. I think it would be cool if we could include pictures or video of my Winter Village
Mhm.
as part of that discussion.
Yeah.
And I'm not ready to have that discussion yet.
Yeah.
So we
So instead,
have another awesome topic.
yeah. So we mentioned, I think it was a couple episodes ago now, the newest Lego Ideas set, the Botanical Garden, just came out in November. We love this set.
It is
We haven't had a chance
so
to build
beautiful.
it yet, but pictures, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. So it got us thinking, the Lego Ideas subline is awesome. And so
It
we
is.
thought, let's do a draft of our favorite Lego Ideas sets.
I think it's safe to say it's probably for both of us, some of our favorite sets have come out of ideas.
Yeah, for sure, up there. I think the thing about Lego Ideas, for those of you that don't know, so Lego has a program called Lego Ideas, and fans can submit fan builds, and then other fans vote on them. If they receive 10,000 votes, then they make it to the final stage, in which Lego will review all of them and select anywhere from 2 to 5, usually somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
It's random. There's not a set number, but they choose a few of them to be made into and developed into real Lego sets. Some of them are licensed, some of them are not.
Some of them are very large, like botanical gardens, and some are small, with purchases like the
Books Are My Passion.
Books Are My Passion that just came out.
Some of them end up launching other sub-themes, such as the Sonic the Hedgehog set and the Central Perk Friends set. That was another Friends apartment set. So it's not a whole theme, really, but they did make another set that was just Lego. Yeah, and so it's a really cool subline because you get all these different really creative random sets that don't really fit in any other theme and probably wouldn't otherwise be made. So we're going to talk about them because they're really fun and we really like them.
Yeah, and this is like the pinnacle. Like we've talked about the Bricklink program a number of times that are all fan designed. This is like a step above that where Lego really takes the time to polish these sets and make them just some of the best sets.
And I do think that the Bricklink Designer program happened as a result of we're getting so many sets that are hitting 10,000 votes and we just can't make them all. And so I think that I would imagine that the idea for Bricklink Designer spawned out of that. And hey, let's give fans a chance to get some of these other sets. You know, we don't have to put it through the entire Lego quality testing, which we've talked about with some of the other ones, right? It's why, you know, some of the building techniques or the story elements are lacking a little bit because it hasn't gone through the actual rigorous standards that Lego has for their sets. So I think that's spawned out of this as well, which is pretty cool. But we're going to go ahead and jump into it.
Yeah, I think we should do
3 rounds and then an honorable mention.
Yeah.
Okay.
And let's talk about some of these great sets.
You want to go first or you want me to go first?
Why don't you go first?
Oh, giving me the 1-1, huh?
Yep.
The 1. So I have a list of 8 that I'm looking at to choose from.
Okay.
And I do actually think that list I found might not have had every single one, but it's okay. I think I'm going to go with the Treehouse.
Good one.
Yeah.
Sniped already.
I'm going to go with the Treehouse. This is actually the first set that I bought from the store. I got it used. I had wanted this set for years before I actually got it. It's awesome. The Lego Ideas Treehouse. This has been around for a really long time, actually. And there's been multiple years where it's been rumored to be retiring. This is set number 21318 with 3,020 pieces. It's a giant tree with 3 buildings, like 3 rooms to make a little treehouse with a really great wooden staircase leading up to it, a nice little picnic table at the base of the tree, and a river running through it. Best parts to me about this set are you can take the roofs off of each of the 3 little buildings. There's a master bedroom with a big bed. There's a kid's room with a bunk bed, and there's a bathroom with a bathtub, which is, and the little details are so cute.
I think
and the other best feature, what's up?
I think those little cabins that are
so
like
good.
Those builds are some of my favorite builds I've ever done.
Some of the best builds ever, absolutely. And then my other favorite little feature is that if you the set comes with green leaves and yellow and brown and orange, like autumn colored leaves, so you can interchange them. Me personally, I just keep the autumn leaves on it at all times because I like it better. I've also seen some fans online, they will get white pieces and make it look like there's snow on it. Which is really cool. But yeah, this one, when it came out, I believe it was the highest piece count ever for a Lego Idea set. It has since been dethroned, but this is a really beautiful set. It is still available. We've had multiple in the store. The rumor is, again, that it's retiring at the end of this year, but that's been the case for 3 years now, so who knows?
It's on our shelf. It's there. I agree with you. Yeah, this would have been my first pick too. Yeah. I love it. Probably one of my top 5 sets of all time.
It's awesome.
Love this set.
It's beautiful.
Good pick. I am going to disagree, though. I love the green.
Fair enough.
Because it reminds me more of Swiss Family Robinson. But anyhow, I'm going to go with another classic here. This is more like part of my childhood growing up. I'm going to go with set number 21, Voltron. This set came out in 2018, consists of 2,321 pieces. No minifigs in the set. It would have been cool if we got some Voltron minifigures, but it consists of the 5 lions that were the characters in Voltron, and you can build it so that you have the 5 lions in the 5 colors, look great as lions, but you can then put them all together.
It's pretty cool.
to be
It's
the
pretty
giant Voltron robot. He has a giant sword.
It has drum
and,
lacquered silver pieces for
and
the shield.
shield.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
it is. I got this
We've had
as a
so many of
birthday
these in the
present.
store, too.
We've got one. We have maybe one of the best ones we've had on the shelf right now.
Did you
it's got,
sell the brand new one?
yeah, that didn't stay in the store long. But I just love this set. I just think this is like one of the fun things that we would only get out of ideas. It's this random light,
Absolutely.
and it's a total throwback.
It's awesome.
And I love this one. It just looks so epic.
It's
up on the
huge,
shelf
too.
And it stands 18 inches tall, maybe not that quite
and the
that
fact
tall.
that you can take all the
16.
lions off and make all the lions and put it back together. Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I love this one. I very rarely take it apart, but I think it looks best in its full robot form. But
Good
I
pick.
love this one.
Good pick.
So I'm locking in Voltron with pick number 2.
Good, because you didn't steal my second pick, which I thought you might.
I kind of knew
Yeah.
Voltron wouldn't be on your list.
My second pick is going to be set 21338. This is the A-frame cabinet with 2,065 pieces. Chris and I both have this one as well, and it's also in the store.
I love this one.
And it's in the cabinet right behind me. There's many reasons why I love this set. I'll go through them very briefly. When it was first announced that there was, or rumored there was going to be an A-frame cabinet set, I was stoked. I love the woods and woodland creatures and just that whole vibe. Set came out and it looked fantastic. Some of the differences between this and the fan build, especially the trees, were pretty stark. But overall, I think they did a great job. The interior details are fantastic. The color choices are great. You get an otter, you get a squirrel, you get multiple butterflies, you get a canoe. It's fantastic. One of the main reasons why I love this set is because you actually gave me this set for Christmas last year.
I did.
And that was earlier on in our friendship and my time working at the store, and that meant a lot to me. And I have some minifigures of you and me and Bailey that I'm going to set up with it eventually, and you're going to do the same. And I have some grizzly bears and some things I'm going to put with it, and it's going to be fun. But for now, it's sitting there next to the 3-in-1 Creator Fox, which is also a great set, by the way.
They look really good together.
It's just beautiful. And it's just, if you know me, you know that set and the vibe of it is right up my alley. I am a person who loves to look at nature so much from the comfort of my own home. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know. I don't get it. I love nature, but I don't always want to go out in it.
You want to be in the A-frame cabin, sitting on the porch, enjoying it.
I'm like a cushy nature guy. I've gone backpacking to the bottom of the Grand Canyon. I've gone backpacking in Oregon and Colorado and camped my whole life. I have had my fair share of outdoor stuff, but I'm more of a homebody for those people that know me. But this is just right up my alley.
I also love that pick. It is that in the treehouse together. Like, it's the first time I've ever been like inspired to do like a mock and like a whole like setup.
Yeah.
And I have this plan. I haven't done it yet. That involves the A-frame cabin, the treehouse, and the soon to come out Bricklink camper adventure set with the little trailer. I just think this is a great set. The build is super fun.
The colors are fantastic.
Yeah. Way to go. Good choice.
Thank you.
So for my second pick, there's a number of really good ones. I think the direction I'm going to go with the motorized lighthouse.
Heck.
I'm
glad you picked it because I wasn't going to. So I'm glad it got mentioned.
This is a good one. Narrowing it down to only 3 to talk about is really hard.
We said 3, and then I looked them up. I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
I know. We may do a few quick rounds.
Yeah,
but
do quick littles.
But this motorized lighthouse, I love the ocean. I've always loved lighthouses.
Are you seaman?
We went and I remember traveling to New England when I was young and seeing lighthouses and stuff there.
And England. New England and England.
Yeah, but that was when I was older as an adult. And I don't really think we saw lighthouses. We didn't really make it to the coast.
Oh.
We just stayed inland. Saw lots of castles, but no lighthouses.
Makes me think of England by Ed Sheeran.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great song. Talks about lighthouses.
Yeah. So, but as it says in the name, it's motorized. It actually lights up and spins around.
Awesome.
And it looks great. It's not like one of those little light bricks that you have to hold on to. No, this fully lights up.
They created a brand new element to reflect the light brick out. It's awesome.
Yeah. And so the base is a base of rock. and kind of the coast of where this lighthouse stands.
It reminds me of the feel of the little island in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Oh yeah,
And, like, I just imagine this little island amidst the waves.
and this has a little cave in it because
It
that's
does.
where the on switch is to turn the
That's where
motor
Gollum lives.
on. And then you have the rock base and the little house, which has some great detail in it. It's just really cool. And then, of course,
and it's
the
fully
lighthouse.
enclosed, which is cool. So, like, it's fully enclosed, but then you can take off the whole back panel.
Yeah, it looks so good. And it came with a little boat and the people that take care of the lighthouse. I just really, the set, I think it's really tall. And so it's striking like on a shelf
That's
or
really
on
nice.
a table, but it's not, the footprint isn't huge. So
Yeah, it's just a
it
base
doesn't
plate.
take up a lot
Yeah.
of space. But I just think it's such a great looking set. And again, something like that we're not going to get out of a regular Lego.
Yeah.
So, yep, I'm locking in lighthouse.
Another cool little feature is that when you turn the switch on and the light starts to go, the fireplace also lights up inside.
Yeah.
And they're like lights. It's really cool.
I currently have one fully built in my house,
Mhm.
and I have a second one in pieces in my garage.
Yeah.
So,
That's a project we're working on.
yeah,
Yeah.
someday.
Okay. Good pick. For my third and final pick,
Yeah.
I'm going to go with set 21310. This is the old fishing store.
A great one.
2,033 pieces. This is the only one of my picks so far that I do not own. But man, do I want to. We actually had this one in the store at one point.
We've had it a few times.
And the one time that I was there that we had, it was brought in by one of our guys who keeps his sets in absolutely immaculate condition. So
Mhm.
there was literally zero dust. Everything was there. It was pristine. It was perfect. And I'm still kicking you for not taking it.
I don't know why I didn't just get it.
Because it was in such good shape, you knew that the store could make a good amount of money off of it. And so, which is fair.
I can't every set home.
This one, for those of you that don't know, it's a brown and sand green color palette little fishing hut. There's like a pier looking thing almost, like stairways up to the top level. There's an office, there's a tower, there's a bunch of seagulls and crabs, and the main building is a fishing store, and the whole back panel swings open to open up to it, and the roof comes off. The interior detail is insane. This is the kind of interior detail with this set and the A-frame that I wish the modulars had more of.
Yeah.
Like, why do the modulars not have this much detail? That's another question for a different time. But has like the diving helmet and the spear guns and the fishing poles and just the tackle and the bait and just everything. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it is true. The level of detail is like 10 out of 10.
And on the outside too, the building techniques with all like the wooden planks on the roof to make it look like a shackly old, just like weather destroyed like little hut that you would see on the coast of a little fishing town. It's just fantastic. When you open up the back panel too, like you can see under the building and there's like spider webs and I think like crabs or something under there. And then you can also look under the little pier build on part of it. It's so good. I would love to have this set someday and put it with the motorized lighthouse. Those two would pair really well together.
And the Bricklink set of
Yes,
the Harbor Master's office. Yeah, I think that's where it pairs really nicely. I'm a big fan of this set too. It reminds me of growing up and being in the beach town. Yeah, it's super fun. Yeah, and definitely one we don't see come into the store very often.
No.
Like some of these we've mentioned. Yeah, we've had Voltron a number of times. We've got A-frame cabins, both new in box, used, but this is one that it's only been a few times that we've seen it.
And the value of this one has gone up so much since it retired. I think it's just so loved and popular. Like people just want to hang on to it. Like I don't think people want to get rid of it, which fair enough.
All right. Very good pick. I'm at a loss. There are so many good sets still on the board here. Looking at my list. This is a tough one.
It's not like you had that much time to think about it.
Okay, I'm going to continue going with ones that I have and have built. And I'm going to go with set 21313 from 2018. And this is the Ship in the Bottle.
Shout out Tiago.
Yes.
It's a great set.
I really enjoyed the building process of this one. It's very different than a lot of sets. You build the little ship and then build the bottle around it. And at one point, you just literally dump in 300 little water studs into
those steps where it's like times 320. Dump them all.
And it's on a great stand. This is sitting on a shelf in my bedroom, and I am just a big fan of this set.
It's also one of the few Lego sets that they reissued after it retired.
Yeah, they did. And very few changes were made. But I really this is one of those sets that this is why Lego can be display.
Yeah.
Like, there's no play features, there's no minifigures. It is just strictly to be a beautiful object.
And the little ship
build
shelf is so great.
Oh, the build was just super enjoyable, and it looks really good. Tiago's such a great designer.
Tiago Caterino, he actually has a YouTube channel now. He's a Lego YouTuber, but he was a former designer, model designer, and you'll see on the seal of the bottle it has his initials.
Yeah.
And one of his good buddies designed the haunted house set after Tiago left. And on one of the little tombstones in the yard, it has the TC on it. And so it was like an homage to Tiago after he left.
So
it's really fun.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with Ship in the Bottle.
All right.
That was narrowing that down to 3 was really hard.
I think what I'm going to do now, just briefly, just to give people a little bit more of a sense of just what this theme has to offer generally, just really quick. So some of them have been really good gift with purchases, including my favorite personal gift with purchase that I've ever received, which is the Sailboat Adventure set 40487 with 320 pieces. It has 2 minifigures, 2 dolphin molds, and a really awesome sailboat build. I got this set for free when I got my R2D2 UCS set.
Oh, nice.
So that was just a great purchase all around. So a lot of gift with purchases. Chris mentioned the Books Are My Passion one that's out right now, or it maybe just ended.
Yeah.
Really good one.
Another great one, Cardboard Adventures.
Yep.
Was a great little gift with purchase.
Yep.
The Galileo set. So many.
Yeah.
And we'll put a link to all of the idea sets as listed on Bricklink in the show notes.
I think the last little thing I wanted to mention too is they've made multiple sitcom sets.
Yeah, I wanted to bring this up.
It's like a whole sub theme. So there's Central Perk from Friends. There's The Office. Those are the 2 I have.
Yeah.
What are the ones that you have?
I also have The Big Bang Theory.
Yep.
And Seinfeld.
Yep.
And they did. And is that all the?
I think so. There's been submissions for Community, New Girl, Parks and Rec. Those are all ones that I would love to see. But I think those are the only ones that have out right now.
Yeah, I think that's it. But yeah, for a few years, they did this little sub-theme of sitcom shows, which was great. And
The Office one is still available, but it's supposed to retire this year.
Yeah,
that's the last one that's available.
That it's retiring.
I actually just got that one today, which is another reason why we chose to do this.
Yeah, they do such a great job of capturing like the main scene of the show where it takes place, like Seinfeld's apartment, the Big Bang Theory apartment.
Yeah.
And the figures are so good.
And I love in the Friends, and then I think also the Seinfeld, and maybe the Big Bang Theory set, they have the cameras. Like they have like the TV. It looks like you're on set.
Yeah.
So it's like on set. It's so cool.
I love those.
Yeah.
A few other things mentioned here that they do a really good job in the idea sets, and we really haven't talked about them, was recreating real life objects in Lego.
Yes.
There's the Polaroid camera, there's the globe, there's the typewriter.
My favorite, the grand piano.
The grand piano. God. Even the London telephone booth.
Yeah.
These recreations of real life objects, sometimes true to life scale, like the Polaroid camera, other times way off, like
the phone booth.
But the grand piano, but they do such a great job of the detail of making these, and they always do like interesting printed parts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mentioned that one.
And the grand piano, for those of you, there's a motor in it, and it connects. You can connect with the app on your phone, and you can put your phone on the piano, and it will have the sheet music on it, and then the motor will actually play the piano keys automatically, and the sound will come out of your phone. So it's like it's playing, and then you can press the keys, and the sound for the right key will come through your phone. Like it's almost a functional piano.
So fun.
It's insane.
I just had to call out some of those real life objects. I just feel like it's super creative.
We couldn't just do 3 rounds. There's too many good ones.
Oh, one last kind of sub theme I want to mention in the ideas one. I could go on and on. But they also did a great job. We mentioned sitcoms, but they also other licensed properties that never really got sets. We've seen the Flintstones. We've
yeah.
seen Tron. I love the Light Cycle set. It's a small little set, very many pieces, but it's got a few
Jaws
minifigures. Jaws is
another one that's licensed, but it's not for a movie. Is the Beatles' Yellow Submarine?
The Yellow Submarine.
There's a minifigure for all 4 Beatles. Sesame Street.
There's another TV show,
Home Alone,
that we hadn't mentioned. There's so many. The first Minecraft set we ever had was an idea set.
Yeah. So yeah, Minecraft and Sonic are the 2 that became like full themes. Yeah.
So if you haven't done a lot with Lego ideas, I highly recommend it. Now, these are definitely 18 plus.
Pretty much all of them.
So many good sets.
I think I will say too, obviously we blew the whole 3 rounds. Those are just our favorites. We kind of blew it out of the water because we talked about so many, but there's so many good ones to talk about. I think something else to mention about Lego Ideas is that because of the wide range and the uniqueness of the sets, these make great Lego sets for people, like as gifts, for people that aren't necessarily Lego fans.
Yeah.
Because you can give them the Polaroid camera, and it's just if there's a photographer there, like, just put it on the shelf, and people won't even, and it's functional. There's little cardstock, like plastic, like pictures that you can pop in and out, and there's the typewriter or the A-frame camera or the globe. Like there are certain sets that like you could give to a friend that thinks Lego is cool, but maybe doesn't have a huge collection or a collection at all, as just a fun activity for them to build and display, because it's just there's such a wide range of them. So
and that's great to remember this time of year.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're looking for a gift for that person in your life, Lego Ideas, awesome place to look.
And most of these, almost all of the ones that we talked about today, and most of the Lego Idea sets in general are retired sets, which means you cannot anymore get them through Lego. But we have a lot of them in the store, and they do cycle through a lot, and so getting them at the store is probably the best way to get a good chunk of the ones we mentioned tonight.
Both retired and current ones we have available.
Yeah.
But do you have a dream Lego Idea set?
I do, actually. Thanks for remembering. Yeah, if I could do a Lego Idea set. So there's been a bunch of fan submissions for Taylor Swift Eras Tour. My dream Lego Idea set is an Ed Sheeran set.
There you go.
He's a huge Lego fan and always has been. He has a song called Lego House from his very first album. He talks about in an interview the first paycheck he got from his first album, he went to the Lego store and bought himself the Death Star.
And there's videos of him like working at a
he went to the Mall of America on his tour
and working in the store and giving out Lego
cabins. Because I was just gonna. But he also tells the story that's great. He went on a date one time, brought a Lego set, built it, and left. He's like, I went to her house. I built it was one of the Pirates of the Caribbean ships, and then left. Anyways.
Did he take the Lego set with him?
Yes,
hopefully
he did. I would love an Ed Sheeran Lego set. I think with the end of his mathematics tour happening at the end of next year, I think it'd be a great time. This might not be a Lego Idea set. In my mind, I think he would team up with them. Pharrell did. But for me, if I was going to make my own Lego Idea submission, it'd be the stage setup for his mathematics tour. So like the circular Lazy Susan with the giant Jumbotron above him. And you can rotate him around the stage like you can in real life. And then ideally, there'd be 5 minifigures, one for each mathematics album.
That's super fun. I should have thought through this more before having to talk about it. There are a lot of licensed things that I would love to see. I think there are more real-life objects I would like to see created in Lego. We mentioned when we were talking about our hobbies, like computer stuff. I would love like an original Macintosh Lego build, or I love the first iMac G4 that was like the white, looked like the Pixar lamp, which is a Lego set coming out soon.
Yeah, and you also have this Mac that you're talking about in your office.
I would also love a Game Boy.
Oh, that'd be cool. They've made like the Sega and the NES.
We've got the Atari, we have the NES. We've got Nintendo ones.
They didn't make a Sega, they made the Atari.
No, they made the Atari. We have an NES, so why not give us a Game Boy too? I just think that would be fun. So, those are a few of my dream idea sets. There are probably a bunch of like space things that could also fall into that category.
Which they've made space Lego Ideas, like the International Space Station.
Yeah. Which we really didn't talk about, but I would think I'd love to see SpaceX, the Starship rocket. I think would be a really cool Lego set.
Yeah.
But we talk about Lego Ideas for a long time,
clearly.
And if you would like to talk about Lego Ideas sets, swing by the store, and I'd be happy to show you what we have in stock and hear what you would like from Lego sets too. which kind of brings us to the what's happening in the store section. And coming up later in the month, a little tease. So Thanksgiving's coming up, and the day after that is Brick Friday.
And the day after that,
we'll call it
is Small Business Saturday.
Small Business Saturday.
There you go.
And with that will be the launch of our 2025 membership program.
Right.
That we're super excited about. And it's going to come with swag and the calendar and everything like last year.
With all the coupons in the calendar.
Yeah. But we're also adding in some builds we'll get as part of that. I'm super excited about the launch of that this year. It may be something good Christmas present for someone in your life. In fact, I've already had people mention that they want to give it as gifts and wondering when it was launching. So,
and we'll be sure to cover in a future episode what we're doing for Black Friday.
Oh, I just wanted to let people know, since people have been asking about that membership program, that it'll be launching soon. So
it's exciting.
Yeah.
Can't believe it's almost the end of 2024.
I know. A lot's happened in a year.
Been a big year for me.
Since the store opened and
Dodgers won the World Series.
That's number one. Series. That's all that matters. Which I still can't get enough baseball coverage.
I'm just kidding. Me getting married is number one.
I want to thank Bricks and Minifigs, San Diego North, for helping
every time
all this happen.
I just picture the Obama meme where he's giving himself the medal.
And we'd love for you to give us a rating wherever you get your podcasts, whether it's on YouTube, give us a thumbs up, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all the places. Maybe give us a great Google rating. We'd love that for the store next time you visit. And I think that brings us to the end of tonight.
I think so.
Hopefully next week we'll be ready to talk Winter Village.
Sounds good.
We'll see. Maybe we'll do our first video foray. We'll find out. Actually, we did Comic-Con video, so it wouldn't be our first video.
But speaking of which, Comic-Con again next year.
Yep. And for those of you that may still want to get tickets for Comic-Con, you'll have another chance in a few weeks, since Comic-Con totally booted the ticket sales. But that's a topic for another day.
Another time.
With that, say goodnight, Evan.
Good night, Chris.